What's good, YouTube? I'm back, man. I hope y'all can hear me good, see me good. I know it's been a minute since my last video. I had some issues with my camera, issues with my phone, trying to get some videos out. So I ended up having to go and get me a good camera. So hopefully you can hear me good, see me good, give me some feedback on it. But when I left off, I was working on the cooling system. I got that knocked out, ain't much to it. And I actually did start the car up. When I started the car up, I found a couple of issues. One of them was my O2 sensor on the driver's side was dead, wasn't doing anything. I swapped it out with an old sensor that I had, and I think that fixed the issue. And I may fire it up in a little bit to see, just to verify that. The second one was, I'm gonna flip you around. This on the AC compressor, the belt was not lined up, and I'm questioning whether it's lined up now. This is an 8-groove pulley on the compressor and a 6-groove everywhere else. So I had to kind of take all these bolts out and reconfigure this to get it more in line with the idler pulley, because this was sitting back too far, and it was kind of hard to tell until I started the car up and the belt was trying to run off of the compressor. It was actually running on this and turning this piece. That's how I knew it was messed up. But I think I got it right now. I think I'm gonna adjust it before I start it up though. Let me see what else. I ordered an alternator this morning because that was all dingy and rusty, and that's a real eyesore, sitting on top of the new brackets and everything. So I got a new alternator coming. That one charges fine, it's ugly. So where I'm at now, let me see. On my last video I told y'all I was thinking about getting an Intellitronics dash. I did get it. I got it installed for the most part. I still got a few wires to hook up. That was what I was working on making videos about, but the camera that I was using kept cutting my videos off. The battery is shot in it, so unfortunately I didn't get the footage that I wanted, and I got frustrated and just went ahead and got it put in. But I'm gonna talk to y'all about that right now, about what I got to do to finish that up and my thoughts on it so far. So let me get you over here. Again, y'all excuse the mess in the car. I just kind of store everything in here. But the gauges come with a couple of bezels. This is the one for the like if you got the long speedometer. And the issue that I had right off the bat was these bezels did not fit at all. Well, they fit, but there were gaps in it. If you can see where these slits are in here, there's 4 or 6 of them. These are not cut in the right position. So when you put this behind the let me show you, behind this black piece, you can see your little gauge housing, not this outer plastic piece, but the other piece. You could actually see the circuit board behind there, behind the tinted glass. You can see the green of the circuit board. So I tried kind of moving the little tabs around on the back of that piece, and all that wouldn't work. So what I ended up doing was getting on eBay and buying me a sheet of plexiglass for about 15 bucks and cutting my own piece. I actually took the time to grind the tabs off of the back of this inner piece, the black piece, so that the plexiglass would sit flush, and I think it worked out pretty good. I got to hook up my my TAC RPMs and my speedo, and I got to hook up my coolant and oil filter, oil pressure gauges. So that's what these are for. This is the oil sending unit I'm gonna try to use. It's for I think it's for 87 Firebird or something. I'm gonna try to use that. I read somewhere where people was using that, and I hope that's accurate. If not, I have to get the official Intellitronics sending unit. But they say the Intellitronics unit is the one that they send you ain't really that good. It don't work that long. So I'm gonna try this one, see how it works. This is the adapter I bought for it from ICT Billet. They make a couple different ones. This one is actually a dual port. It's really for like if you're running a turbo, you can do your oil feed and return. One thing to note, if you're gonna do it this way, to make sure that this passage in here stays clear so the oil can flow from one side to the other. Because some of them, they put the hole right here on the front, and you kind of you thread your sensor in here. But if you do that, you got to make sure you don't block off oil flow through this cavity here. That's why it's made like that. Oil has got to flow in one side and out the other. So if your sensor is real long and it blocks off some of this, it'll ruin your motor. But this goes, I don't know if you can see it, Let me see if I can get y'all in here. I don't know how hard it'll be to see. I think it is. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it. But right up under the headers, right above the oil filter, this is where this part is gonna go, and that'll get me an oil pressure reading from right there. And then for the coolant, they send you an actual coolant sender, but I got this adapter to go on the y'all bear with me. This goes on the passenger cylinder head back behind the header. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of tight in here. Let me move these hoses out of the way. Oh, I got them strapped down. But it goes back off in here behind the cylinder head. There's an Allen head little plug in there you got to take out and screw this part in. So I'm gonna try to get that done. That's the next thing I'm working on. But I'm gonna turn the key on and show y'all the gauges. This battery I'm using is pretty much shot, but I'm not gonna get a new one until I'm really ready. Until I got my stuff mostly done. Before I go get my floor pans done, that's when I'm gonna get a battery. But I'm gonna turn the key on, just show y'all what these gauges look like, if I can find the right key. Y'all bear with me. Alright, and I got my column lowered just so it's easier to get to the this piece in. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but my wires, I did my wiring right here. It's pretty tight, but I got them over here in this little empty space, and I think I'm gonna go through and kind of cut some of the tape off up under the dash so it frees those wires up a little bit. I was gonna do all my connections up here, but it's really tight up there. To me, it was almost impossible to kind of get to the wires to actually get some connectors on them and stuff. So that's why I ended up pulling them down to where they are. And I gotta figure out my turn signal, because my turn signal was not working the other day. But I'm gonna turn it on if this is the right key, and it ain't. Dang, man. All right, I'm gonna turn it on, and so you can see what the gauges look like. The only gauges that are hooked up, well, the only readings that are accurate is the voltage up here, and it's gonna be low because this battery is low, and then my fuel down there is right. So there you go, white gauges. They look good. I like them. What's my voltage gonna get to? 11.6, 11.5. Like I said, this battery is depleted, it's drained. But yeah, my fuel's gonna come up. I think it was 20 something the other day. But so far, I like the look of the gauges, man. That white is the way to go. Real clean looking. I'm gonna fool around with the shift indicator, like the that shows whether you're in park or drive or whatever. The other day I couldn't get it to fit in there with the circuit board. I'm gonna take this back off and try it again and see. But I may have to just do without that. If anybody's got any insight on that, man, y'all holler at me, let me know. I'm open to suggestions, or if you got experience with it, man, just let me know something. But overall, for 200 bucks, Intellitronics gauges so far not bad. I think they look good. I wish you can get them without the little LED sweeps going around the gauges. I think that would look better to me, but I don't think they offer them that way. But it's a little more work than the Dakota Digital. But for the price I paid, man, if they work for a while, if they work accurately for a while, I'm cool with it, man. I like the way they look. They're real clean. Just the issue with the little tinted glass they sent, and I think that's a pretty common issue. I think I've seen some other people have the same issue with that. It's just a quality control thing, man. But yeah, I'm kind of getting excited, man. I'm getting down to the end. I just want to really clean stuff up, like them hood hinges and stuff are bothering me because they need to be painted. But just trying to really work on cleaning stuff up. So next thing I'm gonna be working on, swapping the alternator out when it gets here, and then hooking up my gauges, hooking up my tack wire, my speedo wire from an LS harness, and then getting my adapters and sensors in so I can run the other gauges. But man, y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna bring y'all some more content. Man, I hate I couldn't get y'all a good video on the Intellitronics install, but it just wasn't happening. So y'all stay tuned. I also got some paint the other day, so I'm gonna be scuffing up my fender wells and repainting those, touching up like my crank pulley down there. That's why I was prying on it, trying to get the motor mounts and stuff together. And I'm using these BRP motor mounts. I'm happy with them, man. That was the most frustrating part of this swap so far for me, was the motor mounts, man. I don't know what's up with my car, but I tried the plates, they didn't fit. I tried Dirty Dingo slider mounts, they didn't fit. I put the plates back on with 3/16 shim plates, that didn't work. I mean, no matter what I did, my oil pan was sitting on my steering, my center link for my steering, man. That was real frustrating. But I'm gonna do a video at the end, man, just kind of show all the stuff I use. I got the Jeep steering shaft on there too. Get rid of the rag joint. I gotta clean it up. You can see it's got the stamp from the pull apart where I got it from, but yeah, that's a cool little upgrade. Just something simple stuff you can do. But yeah, waiting on the alternator, new shiny alternator to go on here. Cold air intake kit, it's in there. And I gotta order a the Dirty Dingo backhead kit for this compressor. And I gotta clean this compressor up too, but this is a 508 style compressor, and they make a Dirty Dingo backhead that you can use your factory R4 lines with. And I got a brand new set of R4 lines in the trunk still in the plastic, so I'm gonna get that so I can put the factory lines right here. I got a brand new dryer. This condenser is brand new, never been used, so I'll put the new dryer with the new orifice tube, new set of lines, and then the hard line, I'm gonna reuse the hard line. I just gotta clean it up and put new O-rings on it, but I ain't really fooling with that right now because it's still pretty cool. It's winter time. Ain't nobody tripping on the AC right now. But yeah, I'm gonna put this battery on charge, and I may come back and show y'all a clip of it running, if I can get it charged up enough, because I really want to see if it'll go to closed loop, because the other day it wouldn't. But again, man, appreciate everybody tuning in. All the people that commented on my first video, hey man, I appreciate y'all. It's cool to see people that I watch on a daily basis, man, comment on my videos or like my videos. Sprayway, Mr. Griffin, Box Chevy P. There's a couple other folks I can't remember, man, but I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all hit that like, subscribe, share, and I'm gonna do my part and be more consistent with the content, man. But appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.